Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, and Realtree.
Grant and I are out early this morning trying to get some work done. This piece of property that we're on is brand new to me. I just got permission to hunt it this year. And I've helped a little bit with it, some of the work on over the years, but I've never actually hunted it before. So I have no idea how it hunts. And the challenging part is it's a lot of rows of trees that aren't very old. So I'm not even sure there's a single tree that's huntable on this farm. I need to do some scoping out today, but you know, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to figure out some ground blind situations or something to be able to hunt this farm. But what I'm wanting to do, I'm actually gonna get the drone up in the air, kind of get a little bit better aerial look at it and check out what the trees look like. Like I said, with these rows of trees, there's nothing that really dictates. It's a small farm, first of all, but there's also nothing that dictates the deer movement. They can just walk anywhere and everywhere. There's nothing that forces them to go one direction or around any ditches or anything. It's fairly flat and just real homogeneous. So my goal today is to find some areas where I can take the tractor and mow some paths, because even if you have nothing that's going to dictate the deer movement, they're still going to take that nice mowed path as the least path resistance. So I'm hoping I can find some potential spots to set up and mow paths that go by there. And that's my strategy for this farm right now until I learn more about how to hunt it. I know it usually holds good deer. Good deer move through it every year, but it's definitely a challenge to hunt. So we'll see what we're getting into today. All right, the mowing's finished up. I think we got a nice little system of trails. We found 2 locations that we could potentially hunt. They're not very big trees, but I think we can make it work. There's actually a couple little quad stands that I helped the landowner put up a long time ago, a number of years ago. They're still there, kind of brushed in. But I think we can hang in some of the trees that are right next to them. So I tried to tie the mowed trails into within about 35 yards of those spots. I couldn't really get closer just because of the way the rows of the trees laid, but I think it's going to work pretty good. I got 2 trails tied in together, going by both of those potential stand sites. So now I'm going to set up a nice little cutty link system, so I don't have to go into the main part of this, main part of these trees, main part of this farm anymore. So I'm setting the home camera right here, a nice, easy to access spot, and I'll go put in the other ones, and then I'll be able to leave those alone and just grab the pictures from this home camera. Well, I'm setting up these cutty link systems. I like to set up the next camera right next to the home camera so I can watch that signal, and as I move away I can know how far I can be by watching that signal go down. Try not to get below like a 20 on the signal on the camera. All right, cameras are deployed. Got mock scrapes created along these paths we milled today. So this is all set up. The challenge of hunting this farm is going to be fun, and I can't wait to see what deer show up. Yeah, just to the left of the scrape, I think it'll be good. Oh, that's that deer. He looks different head on.
He came on again.
There's your deer, Grant. Bob.
My thought on this river edge is just that, I mean, deer come off the peninsula and they either come through this open stuff, you know, where Merino came that first year, or they turn and walk up the levee.
Great tree in the middle of this plot.
Sure.
So I don't know if it'd be too much to have one here and one there, but you might miss some. They're just walking this lane, I guess.
You gotta think this is gonna be a productive camera. It always is.
Yeah.
These are sitting out there.
Nate, Grant, and Mike and I have had a productive afternoon here on our farm. We checked cameras. We had 10 cameras out, just taking inventory, so we checked those. And we also set up some more and moved those existing ones to mock scrapes. We created a whole bunch of mock scrapes today and got all the cameras set up, got a Cuddy Link system set up. So we're pretty much ready to roll for the fall. We put them in all the spots that we have had good luck the past couple of years on this farm. So excited to see what starts showing up. We have a number of good bucks using the farm very regularly right now. Just a lot of good bucks, but they're all the same ones. So I'm excited these next few weeks as bucks starting to transition areas. Hopefully some of the familiar faces start showing up and maybe even some new bucks too. But right now, before it gets dark, I got to do a little food plot rescue. This plot just did not come in very well. We're not sure if, you know, maybe there's some residual effect of the 2,4-D that got sprayed out here, but some of the big and BC just didn't come up. So putting in autumn quick plot. It's September 2nd right now, so the timing's about right for that. I got a little ATV spreader. Gonna get this poured in and get to work, try to finish up before dark.